Hey Jim.
I'm here with Brad.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going, Brad?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Doing great. I'm with you.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you're showing off your S2400, which I know isn't new because I have one.
Yep.
But you've done a number of updates and a lot. You're always updating this.
Yeah. Well, the machine started off as an 8-voice machine, and the last firmware update that we just brought out introduced it to 16 voices. So 16 stereo voices now. And also 8 stereo live loops. The 8 stereo live loops coming in the next firmware update. So yeah, the machine's come on a lot since we released it nearly 2 years ago now. And currently we're working on 2 hardware add-ons for the machine. One of them is a DSP card, which is going to be quite a powerful upgrade, obviously bringing the much coveted DSP effects and master bus effects that everyone feels the machine's missing, and also an 8-channel analog filter card, which is going to be pretty exciting. It's got something like 15 different filter modes, variable Q compensation, variable input drive. So we're sort of going really all out on the analog filter card, and of course that will be 8-channel as well, so one for each output bus. But yeah, we've improved the machine a lot over the past couple of years, and we're carrying on coming up with new cool features. We've got a lot of our good customers have been really gracious this weekend for the event. We all know Alex Ball and Tube Digger, some of these guys, and they've given us some really top-notch demo content. Just that little demo that I played there, we knocked up in about 30 minutes this morning before you came along, just especially for you. So yeah, it's really quick to get something going on the machine. It's going back to being an instrument, really, rather than sitting at something with a nice big colourful screen and doing all that stuff. You really don't need much of the screen, you just get on with what you're doing, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Well, and you also said because you did a production run, you finished that.
Yes.
But you got more coming.
Yeah, there's about 2,700 of them out there in the wild now, and we're now doing. We had a problem with the chip shortage, but we were very lucky in the fact that just after we purchased the vintage synthesizer museum and spent all of our money, we got told that our chips were going to come to us. So we eventually got our chips, so we're good now for at least the next 1,000 units, but we still build in small batches of like 500 units at a time. So that next batch is due to start shipping at the end of November. It's a regular pre-order price of $15.49, so go buy one, please.
So pre-orders now will ship when you're thinking?
Yeah, end of November. The next batch will be shipping at the end of November, so it'll be the next batch of 500 units.
What's some of your favorite stuff about the S2400?
The speed at which you can get something going. That's the thing that I love. Like I said, I just got that going within about 10-15 minutes before you came to the booth, because I knew that you were coming. Just the simplicity of getting something going really quickly, that's what it's good for. You just bash out an idea in 10 minutes and you've got something going. That's my favourite thing.
Now
and the sound of it. It's got a special sound.
Yeah, for people who may not know, I mean, what was the idea behind it in the first place?
Originally, it was kind of infused, obviously, by the old school sample of the SP1200, and we wanted to sort of bring a machine like that, that sort of technology, that sort of sound, into the 21st century. And so by doing that, adding things like pretty much unlimited memory and SD card storage, USB, and it's also got dual audio engines. So while you can sample at 26 kilohertz 12-bit, you can also sample 48 kilohertz 16-bit as well. So you've got hi-fi and lo-fi engines across any one of the 32 tracks, of which obviously 16 are simultaneous playback.
I know one of my favorite things about it is it's got those phono preamps right in it.
Right, yeah, and it's got two really pretty nice high quality phono preamps in there. At some stage in the design, the reason I put two of those in there is because I envisaged being able to use a set of record decks with it running some timecode vinyl. We haven't got to there yet, and I know some of the software developers aren't going to be happy about me talking that, but maybe somewhere for the future. But even if we don't, we've got two phono preamps.
There's Mickey.
This is Mickey Dell, one of our lead firmware developers. Vlad's sadly not here today to show stuff off, but we've got Mickey next door.
Yeah. So I did the programming for the user interface and the sequencer and all that. Everything except the audio engine, which was done by Vlad.
What are you excited about with this update?
Stereo live loops, I think, but what other stuff are we bringing out in this next firmware update?
Well, it's more than just a stereo live loops, because we're actually expanding the amount of memory for live loops, which means you can have the current 8, but twice as long. You can have 4 that's 4 times as long. You have all the different combinations of number of loops and stereo or mono to really
we're basically taking as many of those requests that we get in the feature request forum for the live loop section as we can, and addressed as many as we can for it. So this next update is really centric on the live loop system.
So that's a big one, and and of course converting SP1200 projects.
Yeah, floppy disks into the sequences and the sounds, so it will be liftable from floppy disk straight into the machine.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in pre-ordering, how do they go about that? Where do they?
Right, you can only order Isla Instruments products from our website, so that's islainstruments.com. But the shop also propagates onto Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, and like I said, we've got the coupon codes there that you can use on the website at checkout. This next pre-order batch should be shipping at the end of November this year, just in time for Christmas.
Well, now you just need to play me out and dance me out.